Ryan Sparrows from KB Reptiles. I'm here with Carrie, and if you notice, we are at a very different location. We do not have anything like this in our home. We are actually on site with Ryan from Think Big Exotics in Fergus, Ontario. And we were invited here to take a look at some snakes that we do not have, but we are totally intrigued by. Ryan deals with, as by the name you guys can tell, bigger reptiles. You know that we take care of most of the ball pythons and some other small ones, but Ryan's got some really fascinating stuff today. So we're going to take you step by step and show you a few of the snakes that he has. Keep in mind, if I do look shaky or jittery at all, I'm holding snakes that are twice as big as stuff that I normally hold. So we'll bring Ryan in here and do a little intro, and then we'll start looking at some snakes. So everybody, Ryan from Think Big Exotics.
How's it going, guys?
So, as you said, Ryan deals with some of the bigger snakes that we're not used to, we haven't seen. So he's got blood pythons, he's got a Burmese python, he's got reticulated pythons,
dwarf and super dwarf mostly, but I have a couple mainlands growing out.
So just some crazy stuff, guys. Stuff that when I walked into the room, it took me about 15 minutes to go through everything and close my jaw. So this should be a really exciting little bit of time here with Ryan. And we're going to start by taking a look at this first one here behind us.
Big Lav Golden Child, dwarf.
So as you can see, very good idea when you're dealing with big snakes is the snake hook. Definitely need to get myself one of these in the future. They're awesome. And here it comes. Crazy, crazy, guys. Watch this.
Oh.
Wow.
So what is he?
She's a dwarf lavender golden child.
And how old do you think?
She's 4 years going on 5.
Wow. And how big do you think she is, Ryan?
Around 10 to 11 feet.
And she weighs probably how much?
20 pounds at
Wow.
most.
This is crazy, guys.
And she's a proven breeder. So
Oh,
for a
even
size
better.
reference.
Even better. Just to get an idea, look at this, guys. We're gonna put her back in a second over here and move on to the next one.
So how many eggs did she have?
She laid 14 eggs for her first clutch.
Crazy.
But it's always small for the first clutch for dwarfs. She'll go up to probably 20 to 30 for the next one.
Wow. And are they live?
No, eggs.
Eggs. Sorry. See if I pay attention, guys.
I put my lock.
Yes. Important, guys. Keeping big reptiles. Locks. Snake hooks. Locks.
Snake hooks, locks, and feeding tools.
Yes, you don't want to be feeding these ones by hand.
No.
All right, what are we going to grab next here, Ryan?
Nice blonde reticulated python.
Ah, beautiful.
She's a mainland. She's not nearly done growing yet. She can get 15 feet and more.
Wow.
Make a mess.
So how long is she right now?
Ooh.
I don't know, 10, 12 feet.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And how much weight-wise you think? The same 20 pounds?
Yeah, around 20. She's not
Guys,
thickening
check
up
this
yet.
out. Check this out.
Every time you feed her, she just puts on more length.
Really? Eh?
Wow.
Yeah.
So guys, take a look at that. I'm going to be very cautious of what I'm doing over here, but take a look. This thing is phenomenal. Let me see if I catch it on some of the different cameras that we have here. Like, I don't know, probably most of you guys that follow our channel have seen some bigger snakes. I haven't had the opportunity to be around some, but this thing in real life, fantastic. Beautiful. Friendly too.
And do you plan on breeding her too?
Yeah, she's gonna start my blonde sunstripe project.
Oh, that's cool.
So there you go, guys. As we're going through these two, you'll see that Ryan will talk about some projects that he's working on. Keep in mind too, we're going to put all his information at the bottom. If you guys need to get a hold of him, he's got different ways to get a hold of him. You can talk to us. We can get in touch with him and pass on information as well. So take a look, guys.
Beautiful. How old are they before they start breeding typically?
3 to 5 years.
3 to 5 years?
I like to wait till 4 just to put the weight on them, and they'll let you know when they want to breed.
Nice.
They'll just go off food and be ready to go.
Gosh, guys, these are awesome. All right, we're gonna move on to the next one here, everybody.
Probably have to move the cameras back for her.
So what's this next one before we pull it out? Because this is brand new to Ryan's collection. We keep in touch all the time, and Ryan was totally like enthusiastic about this new one. So I'm gonna let him talk about it a little bit. Dear heavens, guys, look at this. Jeez, it's gonna take like 3 people to wrangle this thing. So what is this, Ryan?
This is an AML reticulated python, and AML and blonde are compatible, if you believe it or not.
This thing's crazy. Look at this, guys. Like, look at the size of the head on this thing.
You can breed this with the blonde that we just showed,
Yeah.
and
Wow.
you'll get something in between. You'll get like a lav.
Wow.
So this is like a mainland.
25% dwarf.
Okay.
Oh
So
my
you might as well not even be considered a
Right.
dwarf.
Guys, you would have to feel this and hold this. And I know there's people who have big snakes that are gonna watch this channel, but for me, phenomenal. About 14 feet,
14 to 15.
14 to 15 feet right now. I can't even guess the weight of it right now. Just heavy.
You've got the difficult end.
Oh,
Yeah, the busy
This is
end.
awesome. I love working. Let's get the work on right here, people. Take a look at the colors. Like, can you guys see this? This thing in person is crazy. Love it. Notice that Carrie is not in this video as much as other videos we've done in the
I'm
past.
here. I'm here. Let's.
This thing is
Hey,
nuts.
I am here. I'm controlling the camera. Okay.
Wow. Look at this. I'm going to have to spin around to get myself out of this
Yeah, handling
craziness.
handling big
People,
snakes.
I'm
is
telling you.
it's a full body workout.
I've seen people handle some big snakes before. I don't know how they do it so easily. This is awesome. Awesome. All right, we're gonna try to get this one back inside its enclosure here, as it has both of our legs wrapped up perfectly. All right, ready?
I'll stretch her out too.
There we go. Oh, nice. Guys, you will not believe how big around do you think that is, Ryan?
She's at least this big.
Man, that's got to be 6-7 inches around. Crazy. Whew. It's a workout.
At least you don't need to go to the gym today.
No gym today.
Were you planning on it anyways?
No. To be truthfully honest, no gym on Sundays. It's my day off. Sometimes Fridays and Saturdays too.
And any other day that ends in Y.
And the other day that ends in Y, I typically don't like to go. Wow, guys. These 3. So far it's just been 3. Absolutely crazy. Hearts racing. Love it. Love the information. Don't know how Ryan does it every day. We're going to move on to some other stuff and take a look. So what should we look at next, Ryan?
Do you want to show some smaller stuff?
Let's show some smaller stuff for
Relax.
sure. Yeah. Let's do that. I won't be needing this for the smaller stuff, guys. So guys, take a look at this. Wow, that's nuts.
So that's a little sunstripe reticulated python.
Take a look, guys. Look at the face on this thing. So cute. I can only imagine when it gets big. And take a
Gotta
look
show
at
the
that.
tail. That's where the magic happens.
Look at that. So for a guy like Ryan who knows what the tail would mean, what does this signify to you as far as like it's...
So normal genetic stripe has kind of a bluish colored tail, and the sun stripe has an orange. It's like a red tail boa, but
Wow.
orange.
Look at that, guys. Crazy.
And the whole body, the lower half of the whole body over time gets that orange color.
And then how big do you think a snake like this would get?
That guy's gonna get 8 to 10 foot.
Jeez, massive. Love it. Look at that, guys. And how old is it now?
He was born in September.
September.
Yeah,
So
third week in September.
take a look, guys. September already. They definitely, do they grow at a different rate than ball pythons, do you find?
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
absolutely.
you put food in, they grow.
Yeah, that's
Right away.
awesome. So it's pretty much like me. Food, grow, not in a good way. Awesome. Do you guys want to see Carrie hold one? Next one that comes out is all Carrie. Be ready.
Get a good one.
Yeah. One that doesn't bite.
We're gonna get Well, Carrie doesn't know, but we have a plan for the next one that
Oh.
comes out over here. We're gonna make sure it's the one that moves around the most.
No.
There's a
Hey,
little
I'm
bit
okay with them. I hold them all the time in the other videos.
She does.
It's not reticulated
Oh,
pythons,
look
mind
at
you.
this. I'm gonna let Carrie do this one, guys.
Oh, now what is this?
That's a purple golden child.
Purple golden child.
She's gonna go to my friend Rial in Montreal this week.
Oh, cool. So this one is off to shipping this week. Oh, hello.
And now
Look at
again,
the back of that. The pattern. I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but the color and the pattern in this is just gorgeous.
and how big does that get? Same as the other ones we
Yeah,
talked
she'll
about?
get around 10
Yeah.
to 12 foot.
10 to 12
She's
feet.
also a dwarf. She's a baby from the first snake that we showed.
So you talk about like different percentages in the dwarfs. Like how does that work?
Anything over 50%, you can call it a dwarf, and it's going to stay around that 10 to 12 foot mark.
Okay.
And anything below 50%, you're going to get a big snake.
Okay.
Nice.
And this one, sorry, was what percentage?
She's just over 50%.
Just over
She's
50.
around a 6.
So she's gonna stay on the smaller side.
Yeah.
Cool. Gorgeous.
But she eats like crazy.
Does
so-
she? She's beautiful.
And now you feed different things to some of your snakes too that we haven't got into. But besides frozen thawed rats, what else do you normally
I
feed?
feed them quails and chickens
So-
as well.
Keep
Really?
in mind, guys, when you get into the bigger snakes, it's just not frozen rats anymore.
No.
No. And then rabbits and pigs for the big ones.
Awesome.
So the big reticulated python I saw before, what are you feeding it?
That one I haven't fed yet, but it's
Okay.
gonna get probably a pig or a rabbit
Wow.
every
Wow.
2 weeks.
Wow.
So would they being a larger size, then do they typically like digest slower? Like you can get away with for example, like when we're feeding our ball pythons, we typically do weekly feeding.
Mm-hmm.
You can kind of go for longer stretches with them, or
Around 10 days they're
Okay.
gonna poop.
that's cool.
Nice.
Unless it's right before a shed.
Yeah.
And then they hold it in until they shed and do everything at once.
Yeah.
And it's a massacre.
There
We
you
know,
go, guys.
yeah. I mean, we go through that on a smaller scale, obviously, with the shedding and the pooping, and it seems like no matter what, you clean their bin, and it's like the next day they.
All right. So
Cool.
what do you
On
got
to
next,
the next
Ryan?
So awesome. So blood python. Now what? So we really like we know basically
Look at this.
very very minimal about the blood python.
So she's a T negative blood python.
Okay.
She's 3 to 4 years old. I'm not exactly sure. I got her from a pet store, and
It's beautiful.
usually these guys sell for about $1,000,
Yeah.
but I got her for $300
Oh wow.
because she was just crazy. Apparently.
Was she?
But I've never had a problem, as you can see.
Yeah. And now
So
this
let's check this
is kind of like this is a fully grown adult.
Yep. She can get a little bit bigger
Mhm.
over time. She can get up to 6
Alright.
foot, but we'll see what she does.
Look at that, guys. Look at the color on this thing. I've never seen a snake this color before. It's crazy. Normally you see like the browns or some of the beige type colors. To see just what looks like orange and reds and yellows, and it's absolutely, in person, stunning.
Now I've heard kind of different things about their temperament. How are blood pythons typically?
Blood pythons, if you handle them with confidence,
Yeah.
then they'll be fine. If you go in and act scared of them, then they're gonna bite you.
Yeah.
This thing is awesome though. But really, I mean, we've met Ryan on a few occasions, so we've been able to come into the room, and he's been super great with us and letting us hold some snakes. And it does take a little bit of getting used to. These snakes that we're showing you today, I would never consider beginner snakes.
No.
These are ones that the experienced ones need to handle, just as a matter of pulling them out and cleaning their enclosures and feeding and everything else. You have to have a steady hand, you have to have a ton of confidence, and you have to really know what you're doing. And Ryan's showed us a lot of stuff off camera that is enabling us to do what we're doing today. So take a look, guys. Freaking awesome. All right, we're going to move on to another one. We're bringing out the hook again, people. Watch out. You guys got to see this.
Awesome.
Take a look.
So now which one is that?
So this is just a normal blood
That's the
python,
normal.
but she's got some really nice blue hues around her neck here. That I don't know if it shows it on camera, but it's really cool.
Awesome.
This thing is stunning in person, guys. You really, honestly, need to take a look at some of these snakes. They're beautiful.
They're very underrated species. And this snake, about a month ago, you couldn't handle her like this, but just working with them with confidence, they get much better. She used to lunge out of the cage and get crazy with me every time. But
That's awesome.
So there you go, guys. As you know, a lot of the people say out there in the Facebook world and YouTube world and everything else, handle your snakes a little bit. Handle your snakes. You can do stuff like this with a snake that probably wasn't handleable by too many people before. So it's great. We do it with our ball pythons, as you guys know. Anybody who's bought anything from us has always made the comment about how nice it is to handle them and how they're not really jumpy and they're not really nervous. And that's just, again, you guys have seen the family. There's 7 of us at home. So we hold our snakes quite a bit, and we don't overdo it. We don't want you to think we're pulling them out every day, because people say that's not a good idea, but we hold them enough to make sure that they're confident to be held by anybody. So, and it looks like Ryan does the same thing over here, so well done. Take a look at that. Borneo python?
Borneo short-tail python.
Short tail. So let me see, guys.
So she's an ultra bright,
Short-tail.
possibly granite Borneo short-tail.
So for all you guys who know snakes like this, you know what this looks like.
And are you getting into that breeding project as well then?
Yeah, I'm starting to.
That's
cool.
fantastic.
She should be ready next year.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And now, is this as big as they'll typically?
They can get up to 6 feet and like as thick as an adult person's leg.
Really?
Wow. Look at that, guys. Take a look. His snakes are all friendly too right now. Look at them. They're all saying hi to the camera. They all look great. I'm able to handle them quite easily, guys. Except for that big one. That thing was massive. But these things are just awesome to hold. All right, we're going to pull out another one for you guys. So again, different guys than what you would see at our place when we go into our snake room with all the, you know, breeder size racks and stuff like this. Ryan has enclosures in here that are just massive. Like, the kids could hide in here. That's how big these things are. They're friggin' awesome. They look great.
I have to climb inside of them.
Yeah.
So look at that. So you guys see Ryan. He's got to do some climbing to get inside of these things. Now this is one that we saw when we first got here. I had to see it. Ryan picked it up recently on Expo. I'm gonna let him chat about it for a second.
All right. So this is it's supposed to be a tiger reticulated python, but it might have something completely different going on. It came from a wild caught female to just a tiger or purple tiger reticulated python, and just came out weird.
That's
As you
cool.
can see.
Yeah.
Take a look at the markings on that, guys.
It looks more like a jaguar reticulated python, but it's not.
So then I guess the only way is just to eventually breed it, right?
Yeah.
Prove it as genetics and see what's going on with them.
So we have the original mom,
Yeah.
a pair of the tigers like this, and another male
Yeah.
normal
Wow.
from it that looks funky too.
That's cool.
awesome.
He's gorgeous.
Yeah. So cool, guys. If you're
Awesome.
looking for big snakes,
Yeah.
that's the guy to talk to.
And if I can't find it, then I'll
Yeah.
ask someone else.
And that's the thing about the snake world, guys. We all know, right? Everybody's tried to help everybody at one point. If there's something that you guys are interested in, you need to know more about, and we don't have it, somebody out there has it. He knows somebody, we know somebody, somebody knows somebody. So honestly, guys, help each other out. It's the best way to do this for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got anything else you want to see? Show, I mean?
Not that I can think
Yeah.
of. I think
Well,
I've gone through.
Well, we actually decided, so this was kind of one of the reasons we came today, because Barrows decided that he needed to have a dwarf reticulated python. So looks like we're getting into the reticulated python world as well. So this is
No,
our...
this is just to have. There is no breeding
No,
happening.
we're not breeding. This is just going to be a pet. And so
Take a look.
explain this guy, Ryan.
So
What is
he's
he?
a dwarf yellowhead tiger reticulated python.
Awesome.
People,
Um,
freaking awesome. Take
And
a look.
one thing I just want to point out too is that if you're gonna look at getting into the big snakes or any snakes in general, but know what you're getting into, right? Like this cute little guy right now, obviously is not going to stay that small forever. So you gotta know. You gotta know what you're getting into, and obviously, like, check out your local bylaws and stuff. You don't want to have a snake that you're not allowed to keep, cause problems and whatnot, right? So check it out and know what you're getting yourself into. Barrows and Ryan have been chatting a lot over the last little while, and Barrows decided that, yeah, you know what, we're ready to kind of get into something like this, and we have, you know, the right stuff set up for him and to house him properly and whatnot. But definitely with any animal you get, but especially when you're talking the big guys, just make sure that you know what you're getting yourself into before you actually go ahead with it, right? So
Yeah, guys, like Carrie said, we honestly prepared. We have the enclosure. We have the means to get it the type of food that it's going to need. We have the care. facilities, everything. So we're super excited. Had to after seeing Ryan for a couple of visits over here, and he told me that he had one that he wanted to show me that would probably fit what I was looking for. He was absolutely right.
And if you're thinking about a big snake, I'm always open to having people into the collection and giving them an idea of what you have to take care of them.
And that's so awesome. And you know, we try and do the same thing, especially we deal obviously with ball pythons, but we have a number of people that are wanting to get snakes for their kids, and we'll have them come over, make sure their kids are even, you know, okay with the animals that they're looking at. So it's awesome that you're more than happy to have people come in, check it out, so that you kind of have an idea of what you're dealing with before you go ahead and purchase it, because it's a big commitment, right? Not only in size, but their longevity and
you're gonna
their
need to
care.
buy a big cage.
Yeah.
You're gonna spend thousands of dollars on food.
So be ready for it, guys. And honestly, gonna give you a sneak little bit of info over here, but we've already come up with a name for it. If you guys want to give us some guesses, it's big, it's a male, so think about that. And in our next video, we're going to tell you what we named this little guy.
And also think about the fact that there are 5 boys in our house.
Yes.
Superheroes.
Superhero. It's a superhero name. Huge person. You got to figure it out. Comment down below.
Yeah.
Like, subscribe. Take a look. Whoever gets the name right, I'm impressed.
Yeah, that's it. We're just impressed.
We're just impressed.
But
I don't have any giveaways
honestly,
yet,
guys,
but we're impressed.
check it out. We're going to add Ryan's contact info in the link below. But if you have any questions, reach out to Ryan, Think Big Exotics, and or reach out to ourselves and we can hook you up. But if you're in the area and you're wanting to kind of, you know, venture into the larger snakes, definitely check out Ryan and his collection and what he has, because they're beautiful and super exciting. So,
Guys,
anyways, thanks,
have a
Ryan,
happy-
for having us here.
Yeah.
And have an awesome day.
And you guys know it's Super Bowl today. Philadelphia Eagles all the way. Sorry, all you Pats fans. I know I'm going to piss some people off. I need the Eagles to win
What's
today.
the other team?
Huh?
What's the other team?
The New England Patriots.
Okay, I'll go
Yeah.
with them because I know nothing
Oh.
about football. So we'll see
Guys,
who's gonna
what's
win.
happening? I don't understand this.
All right,
I like rugby better.
there you go. All right, guys, have an awesome weekend. We'll see
Thanks
y'all
a lot.
soon.
Everybody
us
check
out.
Ryan out.
Yeah, and don't forget to like, subscribe. Check us out at KB Reptiles 24 on Instagram and Facebook. Have an awesome day, guys.
Ryan, your info?
Think Big Exotics on Facebook, and yeah, that's the only way to get a hold of me.
Awesome.
Awesome, guys.
Thanks, guys.